When it comes to differentiating yourself, it's use your eyebrows. Use the things that are unique to you. Ask people, what do they think your unique ability is? How are you going to stand out from the crowd online? When it comes to being on the internet, having a website is not enough, right? You've got to figure out how to stand out on the internet in a way that people are actually attracted to you, that people are attracted to your content, and people are going to take action on the thing that they're learning from you. Hey, welcome to the channel, welcome to the video, and my name is Burhan, and I've helped a few hundred clients at this point with their marketing, with their strategies, with their funnels, with their advertising on the internet. I want to talk to you a little bit about something that I've been researching, or a specific niche that I've been researching lately. I'm specifically talking about the functional medicine space, naturopathic doctors, functional medicine, health coach, holistic health industry, holistic health niche. So let me tell you a little bit of a backstory about how I actually got into looking at these businesses. So let me tell you a little bit of a backstory about how I actually got into looking at these specific businesses. So towards the middle of last year, I started working with a couple of doctors, functional medicine doctors, naturopathic doctors, and realized that these doctors need help when it comes to their marketing. A lot of these doctors are doing the same thing, they're saying the same thing, their websites look very similar, they're using the same service providers. And so with that sort of sameness in the industry, their messaging and their marketing looks the same because they're not, from a business point of view, they're very under-supported. They're getting the help from specific business coaches and specific businesses that are targeting them and helping them. But because of the sameness in the industry, because of the size of the industry, it's just happening that people are all saying the same thing, their websites look the same, etc. And so what I'm trying to do with this video is to try to help you differentiate yourself, to try to stand out in the crowd. And a couple of the ways that you can do that is to actually leverage this space, the internet, leverage the creative field that the internet has, leverage the creativity that exists online. And one of the ways to do that is to actually outsource some of your help. So from a marketing point of view, one of the main elements is branding. And so when you're coming up with a design for a logo, think a little bit outside of like just your industry to get somebody to design a logo. Of course, you could go to resources like Upwork and Fiverr, but in terms of finding a way to actually get a logo that's designed differently, maybe have somebody else with a totally different eye look at your business and say, hey, make a logo for me, or make a design for a website for me, even though they normally work on, I don't know, Shopify stores. Or find a way to differentiate yourself, not only by you doing things differently, but by using people who generally don't help the functional medicine people. And this is why entering this space, one, is difficult, is because people are used to working with the people they know. And so by me trying to enter this space, I am an alien in this field. I'm still learning about functional medicine. I'm learning about the marketing of their services. But when it comes to marketing their services, the way for them to actually market themselves, their services, is to stand out, if that makes sense. And the opportunity is there where, because of leverage, because of time leverage, and because of money leverage, we can outsource certain things to certain people. And so those people then bring that fresh vibe into the industry. And it's not, if you're a functional medicine doctor watching this video, yes, you could support the people who are already linked up to the people in your niche, but what about the people who are not? If you use their services, use their expertise, have a web developer who is totally random, like someone on Upwork, they might actually be able to give you a service, give you a website that's going to look different. The other way that you could leverage your expertise is, sure, everybody says market on the platforms where your people are. One of the examples of this is, if you're a female selling female fashion items, Pinterest is a good place to do that. But there's a portion of people on Pinterest who are men, 20% to be exact, who are browsing Pinterest for tattoo designs and browsing Pinterest for furniture videos or furniture ideas or design tips, right? Who's serving them? And if your content can fit into that specific underserved audience, then why not? And in the medical field, YouTube is underserved, right? There are only a handful of people who are actually winning on YouTube when it comes to functional medicine, or when it comes to even occupational therapy or physical therapy. it's a small number of people who are winning. And so that means there is space and there is support. There are people on YouTube who are going to consume your content. YouTube is one example. So that's one way that you can differentiate yourself, is to actually be on the platforms that people generally would not be on. If in the functional medicine space, everybody is on Instagram trying to grow their Instagram following, if YouTube is a higher barrier of entry, then take that risk. Invest your time, invest your money in YouTube or another platform that makes sense to you. Another way that you can differentiate yourself is by being a little bit wacky. Add your personality into the mix. You know, if you're charming and if you're sweet and if you're vibey and if you're a little bit crazy, if you're funny, if you're weird, if you're a comedian on the side, if you own, I don't know, some weird collection, bring personality into your business, but also into your content, and people will start identifying you for that. For me, I'm still working on that. I'm still trying to figure out how to make these videos better. I'm still trying to figure out what my content is going to be. I'm not expecting every single video to land, but eventually the act of producing the content and letting loose on the platform will hopefully give me that creative edge. And I am creative in the sense that I've been able to work at my craft and do this marketing thing online for the last 7 years. And so I do regard myself as successful, even though I'm working on taking it to the next level. And for me, that next level is helping functional medicine doctors, occupational therapists, physical therapists, people in the health space, holistic health space, to market themselves better. That's why I'm working on this aspect. I'm not just trying to help people market themselves better. I'm trying to help these specific people market themselves better. So if you're a functional medicine doctor who is specifically targeting a very specific area, then maybe that's a way to differentiate yourself. If you become known for just being able to solve back problems, or just being able to solve gut health problems, or just being able to support mental postpartum depression, for example. I have a friend who's working in that space. That's a way to do that. And then it's come up with a structure, come up with a framework that works for you, for your audience, for your business, for your content, for your marketing, and stick to that format. Figure out what format works, which is what I'm doing on this video, and then scale that up. So for me, I talk about email marketing, and there's a card there linking to that. If you want to know about my origin story, I'm linking to that as well, of how I actually got here. And when it comes to differentiating yourself, it's use your eyebrows. Use the things that are unique to you. Ask people, what do they think your unique ability is? Ask people what do they think is your unique talent? And maybe that'll help you. So with that being said, I hope that video is helpful. If you liked the video, definitely hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Comment below and let me know what makes you unique. What in this video is creating that spike? What in this video is giving you ideas of ways that you could leverage either your time, your money, your expertise, your personality, and your character to create a unique position on the internet for yourself? Comment below, let me know. Thank you so much. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye for now.